All right, welcome everybody to this 22nd annual glass pageant. Really have a great show for you tonight. Thanks to all the moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas, and aunts and uncles that brought the girls out here tonight. It's going to be a good night. We had a lot of people working hard on this pageant, so we want to thank Leah Hipsher and Shelly, Paul, and especially to Hannah, all the work that she did. And before we get started, I'd ask you if you'd please all rise. We're going to ask Sadie Hickle, our 2013 Glass Queen, to come out and sing the national anthem. So welcome, Sadie.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang clear, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you.
All right, everybody, sit back, relax. We're going to now invite back for the second year to MC our program. We're very happy to have 13 ABC weekend anchor and Northwest Ohio native, Christina Williams.
Good evening. Thanks so much for being here. I'm honored to be your host again this evening. This is a wonderful event, and I just want to take one moment to not only thank all of you for coming, but for being so involved with your children to be here tonight to not only encourage them while they're on the stage, but this is so much more than that. This is a chance to boost confidence, and this is a chance to really lift up all of our young girls out there. So thank you so much, parents, for all your support. Thanks for coming out last night, and we're going to have a great pageant here tonight in Fostoria. We're going to get started, and I just want to explain really briefly how this is going to work. We're going to go by class. We're starting with the Wee Princess category. That's ages 4 through 6, and then we will move on through. Our first contestant in the Wee Glass Pageant category is Liliana Bernal. She's here, I promise. Liliana is 5 years old, and she goes to Fostoria WSOS. Her favorite thing to do in her free time is play on the playground. And you guessed it, her favorite color? The color of that dress tonight, pink. Her favorite food? Mashed potatoes. And her favorite thing about Fostoria, for the playground lover, I'm not surprised here, all of the parks. Her favorite movie, here's a shocker, this one's pretty popular, Frozen. And when she grows up, you might find Liliana helping you in an area hospital or a doctor's office. She would love to become a nurse. The person that she looks up to most are mom and dad, she says, because they simply make her happy. Our next contestant is Jayla Bonnie. Jayla is 6 years old and attends school at Longfellow. You'll find this little one spending time playing and dancing. Her favorite color, also pink. Her favorite food, not just on her birthday, maybe if she's lucky other times too, is cake. And her favorite entertainer, she loves everybody's country pop singer, Taylor Swift. She joins all the other 4- and 6-year-olds by loving the movie Frozen. And believe it or not, little Jayla is pretty excited to grow up. She says she wants to be a grown-up. And the person that she looks up to most tonight, perhaps she's out in the audience, is her sister, because she's funny and shows her what not to do. Thanks, Jayla. Our next contestant in the Wee Princess category is Ava Cardwell. Ava is 5 years old and also attends Longfellow. In her free time, she's spending time with her sister in the great outdoors, and her favorite color is neon green. She's an Italian lover, and you can find her eating spaghetti if you ask her what she'd like for dinner. Her favorite thing about Fostoria, what 5-year-old doesn't love the parks? And her favorite entertainer, Queen Elsa from our favorite movie, Frozen. When she grows up, little Miss Ava might have a paintbrush in her hand or maybe a camera. She would love to be an artist. Thanks, Ava. Our next contestant is Alexis Carter. Alexis is 6 years old. She attends Arcadia schools, and her favorite thing to do in her free time is spending time with her sisters. Her favorite color is pink, and her favorite food, a comfort food, mashed potatoes. Her favorite thing about Fostoria is right around the corner, the city pool. And her favorite entertainer is Miley Cyrus. Her favorite movie is Tangled. And when she grows up, you might find her on stage because she would love to become a singer. And the person she admires most is Mom. Thanks, Alexis. Our next contestant is Rowan Clagg. Rowan is just 4 years old and attends Longfellow. Her favorite thing to do in her free time is shake it. She loves to dance. And her favorite color is purple. Her favorite thing about Fostoria, those parks. I need to check them out. I hear they're great. Her favorite entertainer is Taylor Swift. And her favorite movie, I think that we should have a movie night, Fostoria. It's Frozen. She would love to be an entertainer when she grows up, so the opportunities there are endless. And the person she admires most, I wonder if Rowan wrote this, my mom, because she's pretty. Thanks, Rowan. Our next contestant is Journey Clements. Journey is 5 years old, and she goes to school at the YMCA Wonderland. The things she likes to do in her free time: drawing, painting, and playing outside. And her favorite color is pink. You can find her chowing down on some macaroni and cheese. That's her favorite food. And her favorite thing about Fostoria: all the fun community events. Her favorite entertainer, she might be an old soul here, is Bob Ross. She loves to watch him paint. Her favorite movie is Tangled. And when she grows up, she'd love to be a singer. Thanks so much, Journey. Our next contestant is Madeline Gilliland. Madeline is 4 years old, and she's excited to go to school in the coming years. Her favorite things to do? Both sing and dance. Her favorite food? Tacos. And her favorite thing about Fostoria is playing in the park. You can find her watching SpongeBob on TV, or her favorite movie, Despicable Me. And the person that she admires most is Brandon, her cousin, because she loves him because he's her big cousin. Thanks so much, Madeline. Our next contestant is Haley Hunt. Little Haley is 4 years old. She goes to Wesley Preschool. Her favorite thing to do in her free time? Read books. And her favorite colors? Pink and purple. When she gets hungry and you ask her what her favorite food is, it's pizza. And her favorite movie is Frozen. That Queen Elsa, I tell you, she's pretty popular. When she grows up, she would like to be an astronaut or a doctor. And the person that little Haley looks up to most is Mom, because she reads stories to me. Reading is her favorite hobby and takes good care of her. Thanks so much, little Haley. Our next contestant is Karis Liskey Snowden. Karis is 4 years old and attends WSOS. Her favorite things to do in her free time, especially after this winter, is riding her scooter and her bike. Her favorite color? Well, look at her dress. It's sparkly pink. Her favorite foods, the cake and the ice cream. A little bit of a sweet tooth, Karis. Her favorite thing about Fostoria are all of the parks. And her favorite entertainer is Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Her favorite movie is Cinderella, so it looks like we have a Disney fan on our hands here. And someday you might find Karis on the stage. She would love to be a singer. She looks up to her cousin Savannah because she's fun and nice and has pretty shoes. Thanks, Karis. Our next contestant is Michaela Medina. Michaela is 5 years old and attends Longfellow School. You can find her riding around in her neighborhood on her bike in her free time, and her favorite color is purple. When asked what she'd like to eat for dinner, she might respond chicken because that's her favorite food. And her favorite thing about Fostoria is all of her family that lives here. Her favorite entertainer is Selena Gomez. And her favorite movie, you guessed it, Frozen. When she grows up, you might find her helping others because Michaela would love to be a nurse. And right now she's spending time looking up to her big sister because her sister is going to be a nurse as well. Thanks, Michaela. Our next contestant is Emma Ritter. Emma is 5 years old and attends WSOS. You could find her playing with her brother or maybe spending some time coloring. Her favorite color is pink, and her favorite food, an old-time classic, hot dogs. Her favorite thing about Fostoria is going to the park, and her favorite entertainer, the guitarist we all know and love, Taylor Swift. Her favorite movie is the Titanic. And someday when she grows up, you might see her wearing a bun like she has right now tonight, because she would love to be a ballerina. Emma admires her Aunt Sissy. She says she loves spending the night with her and watching movies. And her aunt is one of her favorite people. Thanks, Emma. Our next contestant is Alana Tucker. Alana is 5 years old and she attends Longfellow School. You might find her playing outside with her baby dolls. It's one of her favorite things to do. And her favorite color is pink. Her favorite food, she's a breakfast gal. She likes eggs and sausage. And her favorite thing about Fostoria, those parks, I'll tell you what, you need to check them out. Her favorite entertainer, Elsa. And her favorite movie, Frozen. When she grows up, she would like to be a doctor. But she also has another thing on her list here. She said she would love to be a mommy someday. And the person she admires most is her own mother because she loves her, and of course, mommy loves her back. And our final contestant in the Wee Princess category is Nevaeh Vance. Nevaeh is 6 years old. She attends Longfellow Elementary School. Her favorite thing to do? Playing with her dolls. Her favorite color is pink. And you might find her eating pizza in her spare time because that's her favorite food. Her favorite thing about Fostoria is all of her great friends here. And her favorite entertainer is Katy Perry. Her favorite movie, I'll give you one guess, it's Frozen. And when she grows up, you might find her right back in this school because she would love to be a teacher and give back to all those who are younger than her. And the person that she's admiring most at the ripe old age of 6 is her mother because she is pretty and fabulous. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring all of the contestants in the Wee Princess category back out on stage for the judges. Escorting all of our contestants tonight is the Wee Glass Princess of 2013, Araceli Velasquez. And Araceli, you had a very busy year, sweetie. You gave back to the city of Fostoria. What was your favorite thing about being princess?
The parades with the princess helping me.
the parades with the princesses helping her. Well, thank you so much for all your work and service to the city this year. You did a great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to remind you, as the judges are tallying here, the pageant committee wants to send a big thank you to Sarah Rudy. Her portraits are here tonight to photograph both the pageant while it's going on and the contestants. Any contestant who did not get their photo taken before the pageant, you can do so afterwards. Professional photos will be available for purchase from Sarah Rudy Portraits. And one more thing we need to talk about here. Summer, it's finally around the corner. I know we had that terrible winter. So just a reminder, it's time to start marking your calendars. The Summerfest Committee, they're excited to announce for the first time tonight, they'll be hosting a Little Princess Luncheon on Saturday, July 19th. So mark your calendars, all you Frozen parents out there. It's during Summerfest weekend. Girls of all ages, they're invited to bring a parent or a family member for this special luncheon fit for a queen and for a fun afternoon of princess activities. Pre-registration is required. You can find everything you need on the Fostoria website, fostoriaohio.gov. All right, ladies and gentlemen, one last big round of applause for all of our Wee Glass Princess contestants. Thank you, girls. Aren't they the cutest? From there, our next section of the evening is going to be the Little Glass Princess category. This is ages 7 through 9. Our first contestant in the Little Glass Princess category is Madison Banks. Madison is 7 years old. She goes to school in Arcadia. And her favorite thing to do, you can find her jumping on her trampoline. Madison's favorite color is hot pink. And her favorite food is the color of her dress tonight, pineapple. Her favorite thing about Fostoria, don't worry Madison, it's almost time, is the city pool. And her favorite entertainer is One Direction. Her favorite movie is Mr. Peabody and Sherman. And when she grows up, you might find her helping out your dog or cat. She would love to work with animals. Thanks, Madison. Our next contestant is Addison Bennett. Addison is 8 years old and attends Riley Elementary. In her free time, you can actually find her with the Liberty Twirlers. Her favorite colors, she has two, both pink and purple. And her favorite food, I hear one of these a day might keep the doctor away, apples. Her favorite thing about Fostoria is her brother, because he's in the high school marching band. And remember, Addison is a twirler herself, a majorette as we call them. Her favorite movie is Monster High, 13 Wishes. And when she grows up, you might find her on stage. She would love to be a singer. And she looks up to her brother because he's good at playing the saxophone. Thanks, Addison. Our next contestant is Michaela Carter. Michaela is 8 years old and she attends Arcadia schools. Her favorite thing to do outside, well, is to be outside, and her free time is to be outside. And her favorite color is purple. You can catch her chowing down on her favorite food, which is pizza. And her favorite thing about Fostoria is spending time at the park. If she wants to listen to some music, you might catch her iPod on Miley Cyrus. It's her favorite entertainer. And of course, Frozen's always playing on the background in the TV. And when she grows up, she would also like to be a veterinarian. And she looks up to her mother. Thanks, Michaela. Our next contestant is Soleil Clegg. Soleil is 8 years old and attends Hopewell Loudon schools. You could catch her playing with her iPad in her free time, and her favorite color is black. Her favorite food is macaroni and cheese. And her favorite thing about Fostoria is all of the parks. Her favorite entertainer, Taylor Swift. You know what her favorite movie is. And when she grows up, she might find herself in one of the Fostoria schools. She would love to be a teacher. And the person she admires and looks up to most is her dad, because he's strong and protects her. Thanks so much, Soleil. Our next contestant is Jasmine Everding. Jasmine is 7 years old and attends Riley Elementary. In her free time, you can find her drawing pictures and coloring. Her favorite colors are pink and blue. And her favorite foods, she has two, pizza and macaroni and cheese. Her favorite thing about Fostoria is the city softball teams. And her favorite entertainer is Taylor Swift. Her favorite movie, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and someday you might see her as an artist. Thanks, Jasmine. Our next contestant is Araya Fant. Araya is 9 years old and attends Fostoria Intermediate. In her free time, she is hanging around outside with her friends, and her favorite color is neon green. Her favorite food, pizza. And her favorite thing about the city of Fostoria is that all of her family lives here. Her favorite entertainer, Mr. Justin Bieber. And her favorite movie is Hotel for Dogs. Imagine that, Hotel for Dogs is her favorite movie, and someday she would also like to be a veterinarian. She also spends a lot of time looking up to her mom because her mother never gives up. Thanks, Araya. Our next contestant is Millie Fosnaw. Millie is 7 years old and attends St. Gwendolyn. Her favorite thing to do in her free time is play with her friends, and her favorite color is blue. Her favorite foods, mashed potatoes and noodles. And her favorite thing about Fostoria is the swimming pool. Millie's favorite entertainer is Lady Gaga, and her favorite movie is Goosebumps. Someday she would like to be a teacher. And right now she's spending time looking up to mom and dad because they always support her. Thanks, Millie. Our next contestant is Isabella Frankert. Isabella is 9 years old and attends St. Wendelin. You could catch her playing on her iPod in her free time. And her favorite colors, both pink and blue. She loves pizza, and her favorite thing about Fostoria is all of her friends. Her favorite entertainer, she's a little country girl. She likes Carrie Underwood. And her favorite movie is Frozen. Someday when she grows up, she'll be spending a lot of extra time in school. She would love to be a doctor. And right now she's looking up to mom because she is so smart. Thanks, Isabella. Our next contestant is Madison Malloy. Madison is 8 years old and attends Bettsville. Her favorite thing to do in her free time is spend time on her bike. And I don't know if you can tell, but her favorite color is pink. Her favorite food, chicken nuggets. And her favorite thing about Fostoria, maybe this is where she gets the nuggets, is McDonald's. Her favorite entertainer is Justin Bieber. And her favorite movie is Judy Moody. Someday, she would love to be an eye doctor. Thanks, Madison. Our next contestant is Alexis Miller. Alexis is 9 years old and attends Riley schools. In her free time, you can find her shopping, and in the summer, swimming. Her favorite color is lime green. And her favorite food is pizza. She loves those Fostoria parks. And her favorite entertainer is Taylor Swift. Her favorite movie is Frozen. And someday she would love to be a nurse. The person she admires most right now at age 9 are her godparents because they do lots of fun things with her. Thanks, Alexis. Our next contestant is Devin Reed. Devin is 9 years old and attends Fostoria Intermediate. In her free time, listen to this one. She likes to do math. Her favorite color is blue, and her favorite food is steak. Her favorite thing about Fostoria is all of her friends here. And her favorite movie is Grease. Someday she would love to be a teacher, giving back to all of the younger kids. And the person she admires most is her stepsister, Miranda. She says she's smart and helps her with her homework. She's also a good singer. Thanks, Devin. Our next contestant is Cadence Sheets. Cadence is 7 years old and attends Riley Elementary. Her favorite thing to do in her free time is hang out with her friends. And her favorite color is pink. You can find Cadence snacking on French fries because that's her favorite food. And her favorite things about Fostoria, the city pool and the pageant. Her favorite movie is Frozen. And someday she would love to be a veterinarian. I'll tell you, this is a popular career. And the people that she's admiring most at age 7 are her mother and God. Thanks, Cadence. Our next contestant is Zoe Smith. Zoe is 8 years old and attends Lakota schools. Her favorite thing to do in her free time is play with her dogs. And her favorite color is pink. Her favorite food is veggie soup. And you can find her swimming at the pool in Fostoria because she loves to swim. Her favorite entertainer is Selena Gomez. And her favorite movie is Frozen. She admires her dad most because he always plays with her and keeps her safe. Thanks, Zoe. Our next contestant is Haley Smith. Haley Smith is 7 years old and goes to Lakota schools. You can find her jumping rope or playing softball in her free time, and her favorite color is pink. She loves spaghetti, and her favorite thing about Fostoria is the pageant. When she's in the car or maybe listening to her iPod, she's listening to Florida Georgia Line. It's her favorite entertainer. When she grows up, you might find Haley on a flight. She would love to be a flight attendant. Thanks, Haley. Our next contestant is Brooke Trumpler. Brooke is 9 years old and attends Lakota schools. You can find her playing with her friends, and her favorite color is purple. She also loves pizza. And her favorite thing about Fostoria is the glass pageant. Brooke's favorite entertainer is Taylor Swift. And her favorite movie is Grown Ups 2. When she grows up, you might find her in a classroom. She would love to be a teacher. And the person she admires most is her sister Brittany, because she herself is studying to be a teacher. Thanks, Brooke. Our final contestant in the Little Glass Princess category is Elena Velasquez. Elena is 9 years old and attends Hopewell Loudon. Her favorite thing to do, she's crafty. She likes to make bracelets with her bandoloom. Her favorite color is blue, and her favorite food is salad. Every parent's dream, right? Her favorite thing about Fostoria, the parks. And her favorite entertainer is Jessie on the Disney show, Jessie. Her favorite movie, I'm guessing she likes singing as well, is Pitch Perfect. And the people she admires most are all of her sisters because they're talented and know special ways to get out of things. At this time, we're going to bring all the Little Glass Princess contestants back out on the stage. They are escorted by Fostoria's 2013 Little Glass Princess, Jocelyn Smith. Jocelyn, you had a pretty busy year. What was your favorite thing about being the Little Glass Princess?
My favorite thing about being the Little Glass Princess was when we raised money for our city.
And you guys have a goal tonight. We should probably talk about that right now. The current glass court, they had a goal of raising $1,000 on their own for charity. Well, guess what? They're almost to their goal, guys. They've raised more than $800. In fact, they're past $850. But here's where they need your help, right, Jocelyn? We need to reach the goal by tonight. So when we go to intermission, anything that you buy in the refreshment stand is going right to the current glass court's goal. So you can either make an extra donation or buy some popcorn, whatever it is, and know that all of that money will then go to their goal of raising $1,000. Clearly, they're giving up those crowns tonight, but your mission never stops. So thanks so much, Jocelyn. Also, parents, if you have an older child out in the crowd, perhaps the City of Fostoria is looking for lifeguards to work at the city pool this summer. If you're interested in that job, you need to apply as soon as possible at the mayor's office. Hopefully, we'll be swimming soon. And one more thing to mention as far as the pageant goes tonight, this is important. If you would like to order a DVD of tonight's pageant, you'll find the order form in your goodie bags at the end of the evening. So parents, make sure you go through that because that's where you can put in a request to buy a DVD of this entire night. We have one more announcement for you. The City of Fostoria is also looking for some volunteers for City Cleanup Day. That's on Saturday, May 24th, so coming up pretty quickly here. The program was done years ago and it's being brought back by popular demand this year. It's running from 9 to 1 on May 24th. Groups of volunteers, here's how it works. They'll be assigned to different neighborhoods to help clean up the area. You'll walk around, pick up trash and recyclable goods. A small way to make a big impact on cleaning up the Fostoria community. So if you're interested in volunteering, maybe even getting the whole family involved for a few hours, teach your children the importance of community service, just contact the mayor's office. Judges? Girls, thank you so much. One last round of applause for the Little Glass Princess contestants. Our next category is the Petite Princess category. These are girls ages 10 to 12. Our first contestant in this category is Savannah Beringer. Savannah is 11 years old and attends Fostoria Intermediate Elementary School. In her free time, you'll find her swimming, and her favorite color is neon pink. When she's hungry, Savannah might order up a pizza because it's her favorite food. And her favorite thing about Fostoria, imagine that, the swimmer loves the city pool. Her favorite entertainer is Dustin Mahone, and her favorite movie is Frozen. When she grows up, Savannah would love to be a singer, and right now, she's admiring her brother Drew Snowden because he's fun and helps her out. Our next contestant is Lisa Schweva. Lisa's 10 years old and attends Fostoria Intermediate. Her favorite thing to do in her free time is play outside, and her favorite color is blue. In her free time, she might be eating chicken because it is her favorite food. And her favorite thing about Fostoria is all of her friends. Her favorite entertainer is my sister Kate, and she loves Disney films. Frozen is her favorite. When she grows up, she would love to be a doctor. And right now, she's looking up to Mom because she's sweet and kind, and she cooks well. Our next contestant is May Koppler. May is 12 years old and attends Arcadia local schools. She's a busy girl. She sings at church and charity events. She works at the Sharing Kitchen during the summer, plus does voice and ballet. Her favorite color is pink. And if you ask May what she'd like to eat, she might give you a few answers. She loves steak, lobster, and mom's home cooking. Her favorite things about Fostoria include the water park, the glass pageant, the talent show, and the July 4th fireworks. Her favorite entertainer is Jackie Evanko. She inspired her to sing classical music. And she loves the movie Frozen. Someday, May would love to make it big as a singer. In the meantime, she'll continue singing at church. In fact, May recently made the top 20 for the Ohio Has Talent charity show and has won Talent of the Year as well. Right now, she's looking up to Mom because she has a lot of life skills that she'd like to emulate someday. Thanks, May. Our next contestant is Aaliyah Douglas. Aaliyah is 12 years old and attends St. Wendelin Catholic School. In her free time, she might be reading, drawing, or writing. Her favorite color is aqua blue. And her favorite food, spaghetti. Her favorite thing about Fostoria, and I apologize if I say this wrong, is the history of the Dillinger Building. Her favorite entertainer is Jennifer Aniston, and her favorite movie, Spider-Man 2. She wants to be a singer or a chef when she grows up, and right now is looking up to Alicia Keys because of her inspiring music. Thanks, Aaliyah. Our next contestant is Grace Dreyfus. Grace is 11 years old and attends St. Wendelin Catholic School. Her favorite thing to do in her free time is listen to music. And you also might find Grace wearing her favorite color, like she is tonight, gray. Her favorite food is chicken, and the thing she loves most about Fostoria is all the great people. Her favorite entertainer is Little Mix, and her favorite movie is Frozen. Someday you might find her with a camera in her hand because Grace would love to be a photographer. Right now, she's looking up to her sister Sammy because she's not afraid to be herself no matter what anyone else thinks. Thanks, Grace. Our next contestant is Morgan Freeman. Morgan is 10 years old and goes to Fostoria Intermediate. In her free time, she's busy with gymnastics and volleyball. Her favorite color is pink, and her favorite food is chicken. If Morgan's hanging around town, she's probably with her friends because that's her favorite thing about Fostoria. And she might have Justin Bieber playing because that's her favorite entertainer. Someday she would love to be a veterinarian. And the person she admires most is her second grade teacher. I believe her name is Mrs. Snyder, because she always helps her understand things better and always encourages her to be her best. Thanks, Morgan. Our next contestant is Zoe Cram. Zoe is 10 years old and attends Hopewell Loudon. In her free time, she's busy riding her four-wheeler. Her favorite color is pink, and her favorite foods, pizza and veggies. She loves Fostoria's parks and the pool, and her favorite entertainer is Katy Perry. Zoe has Frozen in the DVD player. And when she grows up, she would love to be a math teacher. Right now, she's admiring her Aunt Cassie because she's fun to be with and takes her on camping adventures. Our next contestant is Emma Pletcher. Emma's 10 years old and attends Fostoria Intermediate. You can find her playing outside and playing softball in her free time. And she has 3 favorite colors, red, white, and black. Her favorite food is salad. And imagine this, the softball player loves the fact that Fostoria has multiple ball fields. Her favorite entertainer is Christina Perry. And her favorite movie is Frozen. When she grows up, Emma might be in a hospital or a doctor's office. She would love to be a nurse. But right now, she's looking up to her parents because when she's sick, they take care of her. Our next contestant is Maya Weimer-Skirch. Maya is 12 years old and attends Fostoria Intermediate. In her free time, she's practicing basketball and twirling her baton. Her favorite color is blue. And her favorite food, she likes Mexican taco salad. Her favorite thing about Fostoria is in the middle of the winter. She loves how the city looks with all the Christmas lights. Her favorite entertainer is her brother. Hope he's here tonight. And her favorite movie is Frozen. She looks up to her best friend AJ because she makes good choices and is a Christian. Thanks, Maya. And our final contestant in the Petite Princess category is Ashton Wolf. Ashton is 11 years old and attends Hopewell Loudon School. Her favorite thing about Fostoria is the parks, and her favorite food, crab legs. Ashton's favorite color is lime green, and her favorite movie is Zoolander. When Ashton grows up, she would love to be an interior decorator. And right now, the person that she is looking up to most, that is her brother Logan, because he's 18 and is studying to be a doctor. Thanks, Ashton. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring out all of the Petite Princess contestants for the 2014 Glass Pageant, escorted by Petite Princess 2013, Courtney Yarbrough. Courtney, your mom posted a little something on Facebook today. I'm not sure if you're aware, but it was of all of the girls in the glass court this past year and photos of all the great things that you've been doing for the city of Fostoria. What would you say your favorite thing was this year?
My favorite thing was this year, help building a float and working with my court and doing doing parades.
So you did lots of charity work for the city, clearly going to pass that on tonight. What's your hope for the next Petite Glass Princess?
They have a goal, like as big as we did, and they just, yeah.
So just helping out the city. Well, thank you so much, Courtney. You had a great year, and thank you so much. As we talk about Summerfest, it's right around the corner, and we have one announcement to make. We talked about some of the activities already happening, the Princess Breakfast. Well, it's July 18th and 19th in downtown Fostoria. I'm sure you all know about this, but mark your calendars. Lots of kid activities, the giant inflatables, tractor pulls, petting zoo, the whole nine. Also, local high school athletes will be participating in a Lift-a-thon fundraiser this year. There'll be live music by Tongue and Groove, Clashing Black, Elmore Fudd, and Connor Rose will be served up in the entertainment tent, along with the drinks and the food. So mark your calendars for that. At this time, I want to give a big round of applause to all of our Petite Princess contestants. We have 2 categories left tonight. Our next category, Glass Princess. These girls range in age from 13 to 15. Our first contestant is Taya Douglas. Taya is 14 and spends time at St. Wendelin, where she goes to school. Her favorite thing to do in her free time is listen to music and hang out with her friends. And she has 2 favorite colors, pink and mint green. I think Taya might like a good bonfire because her favorite food, s'mores. Her favorite thing about Fostoria are the reservoirs. And her favorite entertainer is Bruno Mars. Taya's favorite movie is Mean Girls, and someday you might see her in a movie herself. She would love to be an actress or a wedding planner. Meanwhile, she's looking up to her sports coaches that push her to do her best every single day. Thanks, Taya. And our second and final contestant in this category is Carolyn Hofacker. Carolyn's 13 years old and attends Arcadia schools. In her free time, you'll find her on the soccer field, and her favorite color is pink. Carolyn loves a good steak, and during the summer, you could find her at the pool. Her favorite entertainer is Demi Lovato, and her favorite movie, Forrest Gump. When she grows up, she would love to be a psychiatrist and help others. And at age 13, the person that Carolyn's admiring most is her mother, because she loves me and provides for me. Thanks so much. At this time, we'll bring the 2 contestants back out on stage for the Glass Princess category, escorted by Glass Princess 2013, Sophie Paul. Sophie, you had a big year, and I know that in your category, along with the Queen, you guys work together. You're the older girls, you're the leaders, you're helping out all the younger ones. So when we talk about this goal of fundraising today, you have a goal of $1,000 that we need to meet tonight, right?
Yes, we do.
And how have you been raising money over the course of this past year to help out with this goal?
We have made lots of cookies. Lots and lots of cookies and lemonade. We've done so much for this city, and we just want to raise $1,000. Please help us.
And when you pass the crown along tonight to the next girl, what's your hope?
That they have as much fun as possible. They just have a great time doing what they do and just do as much for the city as they possibly can.
Wonderful. Well, Sophie, thanks so much for all of your help this year. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for our Glass Princess contestants, Carolyn and Taya. Thank you, ladies. We have one final category tonight. I'm sure you can't guess what that is. The Glass Queen contestants. These are girls ages 16 to 18. Our first contestant is Rain Berkey. Rain is 16 years old and attends Hopewell Loudon. In her free time, you'll find her on the softball field. She loves to play ball, and her favorite color is lime green. Her favorite food? Well, she likes fruits, peaches. And her favorite thing about Fostoria is that all of her friends are here. Her favorite movie, Hunger Games, Catching Fire. I'm sure she's waiting for the next one to come out. And when she grows up, you might find Rain helping you, maybe with something in your back, maybe a little bit of pain. She would love to be a massage therapist that works with children with physical disabilities, so maybe helping a child of your own. And she's looking up to her Aunt Ashley right now because she's done so much with her life and is so successful. Thanks, Rain. Our next contestant is Sarah Hofacker. Sarah is 16 years old and attends Arcadia schools. In her free time, she's singing her heart out, and her favorite color is pink. If she's hungry, she might be eating some chicken strips. That tends to be one of her favorite foods. And she loves the pool. Her favorite entertainer is Dave Franco, and her favorite movie, Titanic. When she grows up, she would love to be a performer. And right now, Sarah's spending time looking up to her grandma. She looks up to her because she's a strong female figure in her life. Thanks, Sarah. And our final contestant in the Queen category, ladies and gentlemen, is Morgan Liskey. Morgan is 16 years old and attends Fostoria High School. In her free time, she's spending as much time with her family as she can, and her favorite color is blue. Her favorite food, Grandma's cookies, any kind. And her favorite thing about Fostoria includes the nice people and all of the activities. She loves Florida Georgia Line, and her favorite movie is New Year's Eve. When she grows up, she's still deciding what she'd like to do. Don't worry, Morgan, you have some time. But she would love to do something in the medical field. And right now, she's admiring Grandpa Miller because he's taught her to have a strong foundation in her faith, love and care about everyone, and most importantly, he's her buddy. Thanks, Morgan. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to welcome out all of the contestants for Glass Queen 2014, escorted for a final time by your 2013 Queen, Sadie Hickle. Sadie, you guys have had an amazing year, and I know backstage you said, I'm already getting emotional because you're going to miss not just the pageants. It's not about that. It's about giving back and all the relationships you've had. What's one memory that stands out for you?
One memory that stands out is when we tried to teach Araceli, my little weak princess, that being beautiful is beauty on the inside. You can't just be beautiful on the outside, but you have to be beautiful on the inside too. And I think that was one of the most memorable things, and this year that was my message to my girls.
Thank you so much. You had a great year. All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for our current queen and up and coming. At this time, we are going to take a 15-minute intermission. Remember what we talked about. Help those girls raise their goals. Spend some money at the concession stand. You have 15 minutes. And also just a reminder, plan to have your photos taken afterwards if your girls did not do so beforehand. Thanks so much.
While everybody's getting settled back in, I just had just a few thank yous for some of our sponsors. First of all, we'd like to thank Best Western Inn and Suites in Fostoria. On Sunday, we had a pool party and a Queen's lunch in there, and they were nice enough to host that party for us. And we certainly thank them for allowing us to use the pool that day. The girls seemed to have a lot of fun, I think. I stayed out of the pool area. I did not want to get dunked in the pool. So we'd also like to thank Cheryl's Cake Shop for the stage decor, and especially a lot of thanks to Hannah Nusser, who worked really hard in putting this together, and she took a lot of time to make this a special event for all the girls, and so we really thank Hannah. We also thank the First Federal Bank for the $500 Leah Hipsher Scholarship for the winner of our Queens competition, also Flowerland for the winner's bouquets, and L's Trains Glass and More for the winner's picture frames. Sarah Rudy Portraits for the photography, and Trends on Main and Finley for Christina Williams' dress. And we especially thank everybody here at the PAC and all they do, the student volunteers and the Fostoria High School staff. So in just a few minutes, we'll fire back up. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Hope you're having a good time, and we'll be back with you in just a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for staying with us. I've heard that you officially sold out the refreshment stand, so good work on that one. From there, we are going to finish. We have 2 more sections of the pageant. This involves our Princess and Queen contestants. Here's how it works. The 2 princess contestants will be coming out on stage one at a time. They will then select a question from the glass dish here at random. I will read it, and they have 30 seconds to provide an answer. Let's get started. Our first contestant is Taya Douglas. All right, Taya, please choose a question. Hold on to it. Don't look at it quite yet. And you have 30 seconds to answer. If you could have dinner with someone famous, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
If I could have dinner with anyone dead or alive, I would have it with John F. Kennedy because he was my favorite president to learn about and he has such a unique past and I'd love to know more about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Taya Douglas. Our next and final contestant in the princess category is Carolyn Hofacker. Please choose a question from the, hold on to it, don't look at it. And you have 30 seconds to answer. What important figure, such as an athlete, politician, or celebrity, is the best role model for young people today, and why?
The best celebrity or role model for people today would have to be Demi Lovato because she's not afraid to sing or do other stuff in front of other people.
All right, thanks so much, Carolyn. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we only had 2 contestants in the princess category, so that concludes our princess interviews. With our queen category, we do things a little bit differently. The 3 contestants will have to give a speech. They can give a 2-minute speech about why they feel, I believe the pageant is important and how they can serve their community in the future. They each have prepared these speeches in advance and they'll be giving them to you momentarily. Our first contestant in the Queen category is Rain Berkey.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to talk to you about the 3 assets that have recently impacted my life. Recently, my family and friends have suffered the loss of a loved one. I'm not here to talk about our grief, but rather the love and compassion of the people from Fostoria ProMedica Cancer and Infusion Center. the Independence House, and Fostoria's Church of God. My great-grandmother suffered from cancer of the ureter. She went to the hospital about 3 times a week for chemo treatment. They always greeted her with a friendly smile and a warm heart. This is one asset many of us take for granted until it happens to you or a loved one. About a year after starting chemo treatment, she fell at home and broke her hip. She was placed in ProMedica Fostoria Community Hospital. Shortly after placing her there, they decided the Independence House could provide her with the specific care she needed, as other nursing homes in our community do as well. The staff, nurses, and volunteers were very compassionate in their care for my great-grandmother. They saw to her every need, which provided our family with great comfort. Their constant smiles and encouragement were very meaningful to my great-grandmother. The third and last asset that I would like to discuss is Reverend Donald Goodwin of Fostoria's Church of God. He visited her 3 times a week. She was unable to go to church, so he brought church to her. He read to her from the Bible and gave her communion. He talked to her about her place in heaven. This provided her with comfort and acceptance. Though he wasn't the only one giving her support. All members of the church prayed for her and kept her in their thoughts. As I'm sure other churches in Fostoria offer the same love and compassion for all their members and others in our community. I believe there are many opportunities for people to work or volunteer in these types of assets that I have talked about. These things, such as love, care, compassion, and encouragement, are things that build a great community. As for me, I would like to get into the healthcare profession and become a massage therapist specializing in children with minor physical disabilities and cystic fibrosis. Much like me, you too have the opportunity to be in a great service for our community. You have the power to inspire people and make a difference. All it takes is a smile and a kind heart. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rain. Our next contestant in the Queen category is Sarah Hofacker.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen and distinguished judges. My name is Sarah Hofacker, and I am here to prove my peers wrong. When you tell people that you're from Fostoria, automatically you either get a shrug, a sigh, or just a bad connotation altogether. And I'm here to prove everyone wrong that Fostoria is a good community. I have lived here all my life, and Fostoria has so many assets. The reservoirs is just the beginning. I would go to the reservoirs almost every day during the summer when I broke my hip. And they provide so much scenery. From the beautiful aquatic life, birds, and of course the sunset on a warm summer night. They provide fun family time, relaxation, and they're somewhat of a tourist attraction. Another asset to Fostoria is the city pool. The city pool is one of the hangout areas for teens and adults alike. The pool is one of the main attractions during the summer months. It's providing an optimistic atmosphere for the youth of Fostoria. I also believe that there are many offers. I believe that the factories that are unused at this moment could be full of potential. You could put so many new companies to start in Fostoria, and most people don't think of that. I also believe that the residents of Fostoria are the core asset. Everyone knows everyone in this community, which is most of the time a positive aspect because everybody can honestly say that they have a friendly neighbor. I would not be up here without the advice from my neighbor. And now I'm not going to stand here and tell you that our community is perfect because there's no community that is perfect. But living in Fostoria has taught me many things. That though we may not be perfect, we strive as a community to be perfect. And that is my speech. Thank you and have a great night.
Thank you so much. Sarah Hofacker. And our final contestant in the Queen category tonight is Morgan Liskey.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Morgan Liskey. This evening, we are asked to talk about the best aspects and opportunities Fostoria has to offer. As a very grounded person in my faith, I truly believe that the churches here in Fostoria are the best aspect of Fostoria. No matter what nomination you may be, there is a church for you. The best opportunity is definitely the schools. There is St. Wendelin, which is a Catholic private school, and Fostoria, which is a public school. Each school offers high education, great teachers, and amazing opportunities to meet excellent friends. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please drive safe home, and may God bless you all. Thank you.
Morgan Liskey. At this time, we are going to ask the Princess contestants and the Queen contestants to come back out on stage and stand for the judges. In the meantime, since we are just moments away from crowning, we would like to give our 2013 Princess and our 2013 Queen a moment to have the microphone and give their own speeches, speeches of thanks, speeches of looking back on the past year and reflecting on what they've done and what they'd hope to pass on to the next girls. Ladies and gentlemen, Sophie Paul.
I have my handkerchief just in case I cry. Okay, I'm Sophie Paul, and I'm the 2013 Glass Princess. My reign with these girls was the best year of my life. They are so sweet and so kind-hearted. I'm going to miss every single one of them, but we have done so much for this community, and I'm so proud of how we were. Sorry, okay. I think of every single one of them as a sister. I'm going to miss them. Thank you.
A big round of applause for a successful year, Miss Sophie Paul. And from there, ladies and gentlemen, it is our final chance to honor our 2013 Queen, Miss Sadie Hickel. She has a few final words in her moments as Queen.
I ask that you bear with me while I present my speech. Julie Andrews once said, "Behaving like a princess is work. It's not just about looking beautiful or wearing a crown. It's more about how you are inside, which was one of my major goals for this year. I wanted to prove and teach to my girls that beauty is on the inside and that it is important to give back to the community. This year, we set a goal to raise $1,000 to give back to the community. And tonight, thanks to all of you and your warm donations, we met that goal. So thank you very, very, very much. Throughout the year, we have participated in many events and fundraisers throughout the community. These include the Independence House Car Show. Bear with me, it's a long list, ladies and gentlemen. The St. Woodland Festival, the Farmers Market, Relay for Life, the 4th of July celebration at Foundation Park, working the Good Shepherd Home Food Booth, the Cary Festival Parade and Luncheon, the Glass Festival, the Dell's Cake Cutting Ceremony, the 36th Annual Chamber Golf Classic, the Pemberville Parade, the YMCA Wonderland, Tiffin Heritage Festival Parade and Luncheon, the Rail Festival, the Chamber of Commerce's 11th Annual Car Show, the Halloween Parade, the Iron Triangle Ribbon Cutting Ceremony, the Christmas Parade, Easter Egg Hunt, our Spaghetti Dinner Fundraiser, the Contestant Pool Party, and last night, the Contestant Practice. I would like to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart for making this year a success and one that I will most certainly never, ever forget. Thank you to Mayor Keckler, Hannah, Leah Hipsher, Shelley Paw, my parents, all of the Princess Moms, the Chamber of Commerce, anyone who donated their time or funds to any fundraisers, especially tonight, and anyone else I forgot to mention, and lastly, my girls. Araceli, you're the cutest little girl ever. You always have me laughing and you are so talented. I know you will grow up to do big things. Jocelyn, I will never forget all the memories we made. You are so sweet and kind. I'm really going to miss you and all of your energy. Courtney, you are so silly and full of energy. You're always the life of the party and you made every event a fun time. And lastly, Sophie, you're like my sister. We did everything this year together and I love you so much. I know this isn't goodbye because our friendship will continue to grow and thrive. Never change and continue to let your light shine bright. To all the contestants, good luck and remember that all of you are beautiful princesses. Julie Andrews said, perseverance is failing 19 times and succeeding the 20th. I am the perfect example of that. I started this pageant when I was 7 and it took me 4 years to win my first crown. But here I am today as your 2013 Glass Queen. Never give up on your dreams. I know you will all grow up to be beautiful, successful young women. Thank you to everyone for this opportunity. It was the best year of my life, and I know that I will forever be your 2013 Glass Queen. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for all of our contestants and Miss Sadie Hickle. Ladies and gentlemen, I know all of you are anxiously awaiting what's about to happen. We're just moments away from crowning. But first, we have a few more announcements for you. Just a reminder, Sarah Rudy is doing portraits. She's been here tonight taking pictures, and if your contestant did not have their photo taken before the pageant, you are welcome to do so afterwards in the lobby. Professional photos will be available for purchase from Sarah Rudy Portraits. And also one more reminder for you parents, contestants will be receiving a goodie bag. Make sure you have a chance to look through that before they go through, because there is information in there where you can order a DVD of tonight's pageant if you're interested. There's a special form inside of that, so they will be receiving those later this evening. Again, thank you so much for spending time with us tonight. At this point, we are going to move on with the announcement of your princesses and your queen. We are going to start with the Wee Glass Princess category. If I could have all of the contestants out on the stage. Maybe? All of the wee princesses, please come out to the stage. A big round of applause for all 13 of our contestants. We had a big crowd this year, and they all did great. All right, ladies and gentlemen, your wee glass princess 2014 is Alana Tucker. Congratulations, Alana, and a big congratulations to all of our little wees. Again, congratulations, Alana, and thank you to all of the girls participating in this year's pageant. Thanks so much, girls. Our next category, the Little Glass Princess. This year we had 16 contestants in this category, a high turnout, so thank you to all the parents for registering your daughters. This is the 7 to 9-year-old category. And your 2014 Little Glass Princess is Jasmine Everdeen. Let's have one more round of applause for the Little Glass Princess, Jasmine Everdeen, and all of the contestants. Thanks so much, girls. You did a great job. Our next category is the Petite Princess. These contestants range in age from 10 to 12. And your Petite Glass Princess of 2014 at the Fostoria Glass Pageant, May Koppler. A big round of applause for May and all of the other contestants. Thanks so much, girls. We are now moving into our two final categories of the Fostoria Glass Pageant. Our Glass Princess category had 2 contestants this year. If we could bring them out to the stage, please. And your 2014 Glass Princess is Carolyn Hofacker. Congratulations. A big round of applause for Carolyn and Taya.
When you're done, present the $500 check.
Okay. Do you want to do that though, once we do this?
No, you name that.
Yeah, but we're, okay, I'm just going to, I just want to introduce the judges first.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're just moments away from crowning the 2014 Fostoria Glass Pageant Queen. In the meantime, I just want to take a moment to introduce you to tonight's judges. Betsy Earle's a resident of Findlay. She was the original chairperson, that is, and originator of the Fostoria Glass Festival Pageant. She's been a baton twirler and in the Flag Corps as a Flag Corps instructor for many years and was actually the originator of the Touch of Glass Strutters for 18 years. Now we have the spotlight on you. She currently judges pageants and competitions for the Cinderella Pageant System, as well as World Twirling Association and Drum Majorettes of America. Betsy also has experience with contestants in the Miss Ohio pageant. A big round of applause for Betsy Earle. Some of you ladies may have met this next one a few times already. Christy Ressler is a 21-year-old political science major at Miami University. She actually grew up here in Fostoria and graduated from St. Wendelin High School in 2011. Her dream is that of world travel, and she's already crossing a few places off of her list. She's traveled to England, France, Portugal, Spain, and completed a study abroad program in Italy. As a hobby, she also competes in vocal and talent competitions and loves to ballroom dance. She hopes to graduate next spring with her undergraduate degree and then attend law school. She's the reigning Miss Oxford 2014 and will be competing for Miss Ohio 2014 next month. Christy Ressler. And I'm sure many of you know who is sitting in the middle here tonight. Heather Wells is a 23-year-old graduate of Kent State University. She has a degree in broadcast journalism and is currently continuing her education at KSU. She's working towards a master's degree in nutrition. Her end goal is to pursue a career in media as a health correspondent. During her undergrad studies, she worked as a member of the undergraduate student government, working with allocations committee. She was a news anchor for TV2 KSU News and a student choreographer for the Student Dance Festival. She's been dancing since the age of 3 and was a competitive dancer for 13 years. She's performed all over the country, such as Boston, Atlantic City, and Walt Disney World. And she also graduated from KSU with a minor in dance. Heather started competing in Miss America scholarship programs in 2007 as an opportunity to dance and perform, all while paying for college. Her plan worked. Throughout the years, she's accrued $30,000 in scholarship money. Heather's personal platform is Divorce Recovery for Youth, a program designed to help children better understand a parent's divorce. Heather struggled as a child and as a teenager with divorce herself, so she created a program to help young children understand what divorce means for a family and that it's something that is an adult problem. Divorce Recovery for Youth is a 5-point STAR program that focuses on understanding divorce, knowing it's never a child's fault, managing feelings, communicating, and forgiving. Working with schools, the YMCA, and the Boys and Girls Clubs, Heather enjoys helping children of all ages overcome the same obstacles that she once did. Let's give it up for Miss Ohio 2013. And at this time, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to bring the Queen contestants of the 2014 Fostoria Glass Pageant onto the stage. These ladies are all sophomores, and this is a moment that they've been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2014 Fostoria Glass Pageant Queen is Morgan Liskey. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, becoming the Glass Queen is more than just a crown and a sash. It's about giving back to the community throughout the year. And as we just heard from Miss Ohio 2013, who joined us tonight, it's also about paying for school. Tonight's winner, Morgan, is not only becoming the Fostoria 2014 Glass Queen of the City, she is also receiving a special scholarship, which we would like to award her at this time. $500 to help pay for school in the future, continuing education after high school. It's the First Federal Bank Leah Hipsher Scholarship Fund, and this is the second annual award. You can use this towards your college expenses. And for those who don't know, Leah Hipsher is a dedicated, active, well-known figure here in the Fostoria community. She's been involved with the Glass Pageant since the very beginning, more than 2 decades ago, and she established this scholarship. It's her way of honoring her ongoing commitment to better Fostoria and celebrate all of those youth who are helping push Fostoria forward. So a big thank you to First Federal Bank for donating the $500 for the second year in a row. A thank you to Leah Hipsher for continuing the Fostoria Glass Pageant. And a big round of applause for your 2014 Glass Pageant Queen, Morgan Liskey.
Of course, you know I'm going to have to talk. That's what I do best. I think we need to give a round of applause to our MC. She was absolutely fantastic.
Well, I appreciate you all having me back for a second year, and hopefully I'll see you again next year. I'm hoping maybe the movie choice has changed by then, so let's see what we can do about that, parents, okay? Let's mix it up a little bit. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. A big thank you to all of the contestants, and more importantly, their support network, you. That wraps up the Glass Pageant. Remember, photos will be taken out in the lobby, and if you do have a winner on the court, it is important that you stay. A court photo will be taken with all of this year's winners. Thank you.